What's going on, guys? It is your boy Angrysagamer. Today's video is a video to help some of you guys out that's struggling to find what heroes to focus on and what builds to give them. Now, most of the builds in here you might disagree with, and you are welcome to email us at complaints@IsuckandI'msalty@Angrysagamer.com. Lots of ads, I get that. But the builds in here is just basic all-round builds. It will help you in most situations. It's a stepping stone, so you might take the build that I give you and refine it to fit your team better and the situations that you get yourself into. Now, I'd appreciate a like. If you don't want to leave a like, that's fine with me, but enjoy the video. And if you have any suggestions of heroes that I didn't mention that you feel needs to be in here, if you say it's something like Marauder or something like that, I'll have a laugh at that, but I'm not going to do a part 2 then. If you feel that I've missed a hero, give me the hero, the build, and where you feel is best used. And if I have enough of that put together, I can make a part 2 of this with your suggestions. And for the heroes that are in here, if you disagree with the build, you are more than welcome to leave a comment with what you think is the best build. And I can maybe make it part 3 then, you never know. So let's kick this off. This might be a long video, so sit back and relax. Take notes if you want to. Here we go. Sword Sage is the first hero. Sword Sage is an awesome all-round hero, and if you use him correctly or build him correctly, let's say like USMC for instance, that managed to get 10 million plus HP on his Sword Sage, which is just insane. Sword Sage is for all round, so any situation really, is like arena, defense, offense on Guild Wars. Is an amazing hero. So how you want to use him is Sacred Light. Now remember, basic builds this, okay? Sacred Light, called Drake, Empowered, Ancient Insight. The gear doesn't really matter in this specific video because not everybody's going to have gear, so I'm not going to look at that even. Then Spectre's Instinct, or Abyss Seal. I've seen a lot of Abyss Seal being used these days, but Spectre's Instinct probably. And then HP, because you also want to keep him alive because of what he does, his skill. And then just for the fun of it, let's look at the relics as well. This is Bonghitter's account. Also keep in mind that, excuse me, if you want to build an HP hero, if it's an epic hero and you put assist heroes in that hero, make sure that if you want him purposefully built as HP, make sure the assist heroes are also built accordingly, like HP. I will bring out a video next week explaining the assist heroes for attack and HP, how they need to be built. So that is Sword Sage, the first one on the list. Second one, Seradica. You can get him as a free-to-play. I've proven that, and there's multiple other people out there that is amazing at Castle Clash. Free-to-play getting Seradica is double evolved even. So, definitely possible. Many different uses for Seradica. Offensively, defensively, arena, guild wars, boss fights, anywhere he's being used because it's just an amazing hero. You can go Battle Adore. Or the thing being used nowadays is Devour's Chalice. Also the pets, you can use these pets if you want to. It's not a must. Then if you're going to go Chalice, you want Revitalize, Revite and Winged Rebirth on him. And then Abyss Seal also works very well with him. Also Spectre's Instinct used to be, but I think since Abyss Seal came out, it's a counter, I think, to Spectre's Instinct. Or not a counter, but sort of right up there. And if people use Spectre's Instinct, I think people switch to Abyss Seal, becomes immune to Inhibit. And if we go back to Spectre's Instinct real quick, just on the Sword Sage over here. When attacked, inflicts Inhibit and Entangle. So, basically a counter. No, that's Celestica. This is Seradica. Abyss Seal, countering that Spectre's Instinct, and then Accuracy. And then, like I said, just for the fun of it, let's look at is relics, which is attack trait, attack relics. Celestica. Now, this is the one where most people will say we don't have him because we're free to play. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this swings both ways. Free to play, pay to play. Your heroes are probably in here between them all. For Celestica, his skill is amazing, so you want him like a type of an HP build. Help, he's a support hero, not a lone wolf. So Octopus, Sacred Light, Empowered, Fairy Circle, Healing Ritual to help him recover that HP back, and then HP traits. And then what do we have on for the relics? Accuracy, HP, and HP, which is nice. Dynamica, which is if you are free to play and you're fairly new, you are almost at your first Dynamica probably, but if you've been free to play for a while, you are definitely double evolved by now with your Dynamica, and I'm proud of you for that because this is an amazing hero. Now with him, Aggressor Prize, Battle at Door, Sacred Light, probably Chalice as well as the main, but here we have specifically Sacred Light with Punching Box, Devours Chalice, Ancient Insight, we have Healing Ritual, you can also go Spectres or Abyss Seal, and then Accuracy traits. And then for relics, Accuracy, HP, and Attack. Nice and diverse. I like that. And then Shadow Baron. Shadow Baron is mainly used only for his skill, the shield that he provides, because when your heroes, or when he's in on your heroes team, and let's say you have Arena, he's got Empowered, he's going to activate his skill at the start, and then your heroes are going to take massive hits, but he's going to have that shield protecting them, and once that shield is done, if they hit hard enough, then your heroes will die, unless he dies first. So you want him with Revive, Chimera, Empowered, Ancient Insight, Heaven's Chained, and HP traits. Don't put accuracy on him. He's there specifically for that shield that he has, so keep it to that. It is very difficult to roll the type of relic that you do want. It's costly, it's really expensive, so that's why there's crit on this one. It's not on purpose. I believe Bong would have wanted HP instead of crit, but like I said, it's really expensive. Now, Rambot, all-round hero to this day. Offensive, defensive, and especially in Arena for offensive, because defensively your Rambot can't bring your heroes back to life, but offensively he can. So offensive means if you attack, defensive means if you're being attacked. If you didn't know that, but I guess you did. So with him, especially in Guild Wars as well, he's going to have Revive and Revitalize, not Empowered. Empowered is more for Arena and more for defensive attacks. But if you're going to be attacking in Guild Wars, you're going to go Revive, Revitalize, Winged Rebirth, or Blood Barrier if you don't have Winged Rebirth. And then Abyss Seal, or Spectre's Instinct, or Holy Conviction. Either of those works. And then not Dodge. Dodge you don't want to do. You want to go HP. The thing with Dodge on any hero right now is you got to make sure you are able to build your Dodge hero to higher than the average accuracy hero. If we go in here, this Rambot is built for Dodge, right? He's got one accuracy right there with 7,800, but his base accuracy is just so high that even built for Dodge right now, he's got less Dodge than he has accuracy, what he's not meant for. So if you're going to do Dodge, make sure you go full Dodge, because otherwise it's just not going to work. In hero versus hero, in PvE, player versus environment, like dungeons, that amount of Dodge is perfectly fine. You don't need more than that. But player versus player, that amount of Dodge is going to get you killed. 100%. So we've done him now. And then Sword Sage we've done. So that's all done. Now, I'm going to mention some other heroes that is not in the altar right here, or on the base. Obviously not, because you can only have 6. So stand by. First one up is Cold Hair. What base would ever be complete without a Cold Hair? What a diverse hero. Offensive, defensive, arena, guild wars, boss fights, dungeons, wherever you want to use him, he's probably usable. Not so much boss fights actually. You want DPS for boss fights. but whatever the case may be. Empowered, especially on defense if you don't have an Athene, Survival, Ancient Insight, Spectre's Instinct, or Abyss Seal, or Holy Conviction, all are good. And then accuracy is really good on him, but HP as well, because he's got naturally high accuracy anyway with just your base level up. He's got high accuracy, but he's got 35,000 dodge, which is almost at that average accuracy level for normal people, or what am I saying? Normal people for different bases. Most top players would have an average of 50,000 accuracy, I would guess. But he's got dodge. If this was also dodge, that dodge would be perfectly high. But a pet can sort that out. We've got Mini Ange on him. With him, Mini Ange probably is the best one. I'm not too sure about that. But I'll bring out a video next week explaining the pets, where they belong and what they do. Axe Punisher is next. Now, I don't know what Bong is trying here, or if there's a different build that I do not know of. I haven't been up to date with the builds that much, so I don't know if this change is for a reason, but the Axe Punisher I know is used for base destruction, so dungeons and guild wars, base cleanup or normal raid, stuff like that. Not in boss fights, that's not going to help you much. Dungeons and anything that's got to do with a base destruction, he's going to be good. But he's going to be good with Revive, Revitalize, and then Blood Barrier or Winged Rebirth, wherever you want. Even Fairy Circle, yes. Hyper Strength probably, but Holy Conviction most definitely. And then HP. You could do Accuracy, but he's mainly used for base destruction, so HP would be the better one there. But remember now, if you have Revitalize, as soon as you get a skill activation, he's not going to take damage at all. But once that skill cooldown is in the skill cooldown, he's definitely going to take damage and he will die. So HP Revive is going to help you get him back up and get a second skill activation to destroy the base and clean it up for you. Let's just, for the fun of it, see accuracy, HP, and dodge. Athene, really essential. Why is Athene essential? If you have heroes in your base for defense and you don't want to use empowered on any of them, you're going to want to use an Athene. But your Athene needs empowered. But the rest of her needs to be a damage reduction type build to help her stay alive. HP and damage reduction. The only thing here is empowered, because she needs to skill up because she's auto proc to, once she gets a skill activated, she gives everybody on the base energy. So Sacred Light, empowered, Blood Barrier is fine, perfectly fine. I would go Holy Conviction instead of Spectre's Instinct, and then HP. Once again, this is a dodge build, but if we go into the hero itself and see, it's got 16,000 HP accuracy without even trying to be accuracy, and then 24,000 dodge. And then I'm sure this is just the first hundreds that Bong got, but I'm sure he would have gone for dodge or HP if he had the choice. Don't go accuracy on her. She's not used to attack heroes. Maybe back in the day, but not anymore. There's no way. So don't even try it. Next up, we have a Cultist. Now, a Cultist is also purposely built because he's got an insane skill. The skill that he has is a shield, and the shield is a very important thing with a Cultist. Let me tell you what the skill does, the shield, specifically, that makes it so good. So, throws a poisonous shiv at one random enemy target, dealing a total of 1,400% attack damage over 3 seconds. That's not going to matter anymore, not in these days. The heroes they're going to face is way too strong. But removes conditions from 6 allied heroes. Also, this is the important part, this is why he's used. Also casts a shield on each of them for 2 seconds. When shields are active, shielded heroes gain 120% more attack and converts all damage received to recover HP. Amazing, isn't it? So you want to build him with a damage reduction HP build so that he can stay alive and help your heroes get that shield that they need. So Sacred Light, Empowered, unless you have an Athene, you can put something else that's defensive there. Winged Rebirth, and then Spectre's Instinct is on this one, but Holy Conviction would work even better, and then HP is the absolute best. And Fennec to help him ward off anything, but I don't know if that's going to matter, because has fast and is immune to stun, fear and silence, but he can be inhibited. Anything he can, stuff like inhibit, entangled and stuff like that, which is going to prevent him from getting a skill activation. So Fennec is still going to help out with that. Then he's got HP and attack. Those two HPs help a lot. If we look at him right here, as you can see, he's got an extra 3 million HP, which is massive, especially for legendary heroes. 16,000 on both ends there. I think you need a minimum of 22,000 dodge to 22,000 or 24,000 dodge to go into dungeons with the hero. So he'll just die in a dungeon. But his shield would be nice in dungeons. Bloody Mary is also a really important hero since the day she was released. She is mainly used for the reflective damage that she has. Reflect and deflect are two different things. Deflect deflects damage away, just away. But reflect reflects damage back to the hero that it came from. So just remember that. Reflect and deflect, two different things. She's best used with Revive, Vital Boon, Spike Shield, Spectre's Instinct, Holy Conviction as well. Should be in there. Holy Conviction is a beast of a talent. Also Abyss Seal nowadays, I guess. And then HP traits. Accuracy is as useless on her as, well, I can't even say that. It's not going to be appropriate for the video. But do not do accuracy. It will not work. And she's got attack, HP and attack. HP is obviously the best, but you can't choose really what relics you want on heroes. Cosmo's up next. Cosmo is a hero that I've noticed are being used by many high might accounts, especially on a defense. And I think it's for that Twilight Dome and the effect that it has. So for Cosmo, he's very squishy because he's a legendary hero. He's got 294,000 HP, which is base, and then max HP is 294,000 plus the additional 3,498,000 that he's got there. That is a lot of HP, but it is squishy when it comes to epic heroes that will absolutely just destroy this hero. So make sure you build him right. Empowered, because if you don't have an Athene, Empowered is going to be the way to go. Or Sacred Light if you do have an Athene. Otherwise, Empowered, Sacred Light, Winged Rebirth, and then not Victory Lunge. Hang on. Hyper Strength. I forgot the name. I keep on forgetting that name. Hyper Strength. Otherwise, Holy Conviction would be really good on him. And for traits, attack. But this was done in the day of when crit damage was used as well in Archdemon because of that dome. DPS type of hero, you know. But nowadays, base destruction, offensive, defensive, dungeons, raids, guild wars, those type of game modes is where he's gonna shine. That is our buddy Cosmo. On this list that I have, Dreadrake is not on there, but I feel Dreadrake should be on there because he's a cleanup hero. Guild wars, amazing cleanup hero. If everything all else fails, he is the last guy to throw a couple of bombs out there and just destroy. Now there's a couple of different ways you can build him. This is just a meme. Revitalize, he is auto proc, he doesn't need revitalize. You place him and he throws bombs. I can't remember the way I used him, but I'm sure it's revive, survival, and then, or revive, unholy pact. Yes, revive, unholy pact, blood barrier, or victory horn, depends on how strong he is. And then hyper strength doesn't matter on him really, because he's got base, whatever it is, it's base. So not hyper strength. Holy conviction would work even better. Victory lunge even. And then over here, attack is based on him to help just destroy the buildings. Because of all the upgrades these days, yeah, you want something that deals a lot of damage. And I'm not sure if Bong has done relics on him. Oh, he has crit damage, and accuracy. But yeah, and then punching box also. If you're not going to use punching box on Dynamica and you want to use him as a cleanup crew, punching box on him definitely works wonders. Burial Fox, also a hero I see a lot with high might on defense. I don't know why. He does have that blizzard, summons a blizzard on a random location, which freezes all enemy units within the area for 4 seconds and deals a total damage of 1880% attack damage to them over 5 seconds. That's probably why they use it. But if you want to use him, Sacred Light is the way to go with Empowered. Otherwise, Revitalize is really good if you're going to be offensive. But defensive, Empowered, if you have an Athene, you can put something else there that's going to go pair well with the Sacred Light just to help keep him alive. And then Winged Rebirth with Holy Conviction and Dodge. Probably not a good idea. HP much better. Accuracy is not needed because he's going to hit the heroes regardless if he's got accuracy or not. Even if he's got the lowest amount of accuracy and they have the highest amount of accuracy, the blizzard that he casts will cast on a hero regardless of the accuracy and the dodge. So don't worry about that. But if you're going to go dodge to help him keep him alive, just make sure it's enough, because as we can see here, it's only 24,000. But his accuracy, which is a base accuracy for this hero right now, for the base level that Bong is at, it's 31,000. So that just proves my point. If you want to go dodge, make sure you go full out on dodge. Pets can help with that, but you're not always going to have a pet that's going to be able to help out in that specific situation, because it might be on a completely different hero. And then I think for this list I currently compose right now, this is going to be the last one, which is PD. Like I said, if you feel that I've missed out on any heroes, please provide it in the comment section. Also with his build and why you think he should be in there. You don't even have to go that far. Just the hero and the build, and I can make it up from there. If there's going to be a part 2. So if you're going to use PD, which is widely used for dungeons and boss fights, like Archdemon, or the guild boss, or raiding even, early stages especially, even late stages in some situations, but definitely in dungeons as well. This is where to use him. Sacred Light, Regenerate, Winged Rebirth, Holy Conviction, and crit damage was used on PD for Archdemon specifically, but you can also go HP, anything to help keep him alive, because he is there to speed up your heroes, not himself as much as your heroes. He's a support hero. Dodge, crit resist, and HP. That is gonna be it for this video. I hope this video helps you in some way. If it doesn't, I'm sorry about that, but correct me in the comment section. That would be better. Also leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.